Yep. All right, good. What's going on, boys? How y'all doing? It's back. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. And, it's been a crazy 2 weeks, I'll tell you that. We missed you? Yeah, it's been, honestly, I'm gonna be real, it's been great. Like, there's been a bunch of people who reached out to me, they're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I've been fine. Like, I've been so good, I've been relaxed, man. Like, I've been sitting around playing video games, fucking around. I cleaned up pretty much half of my whole fucking house. The only reason I couldn't do the other half is there's so much fucking garbage in the house, I don't know where to put everything. So yeah, 2 weeks went by that fast. I'm surprised too. Like, honestly, oh man, I'll probably give it a little bit before I go through everything and talk about everything, but man, what a fucking day, man. What a fucking day. And welcome back. I'm glad to be back, man. I really am. Yesterday, I was so nervous. I was so stressed out. I was so worried. And then today, I woke up and I was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. And I didn't even think about it, right? Like, I wasn't stressed out at all. So I'm good, man. I'm glad to be back. I really am. And it's good. So you actually did any cleaning? I did. I did a lot of cleaning. So I posted a couple of pictures in my on my Twitter. Let me see if I can find some of it right here. So I posted, this was my kitchen before the situation. So basically I had, like, yeah, this is what happened. And, you know, kitchen was pretty dirty. I thought it was pretty dirty. And I sent this to someone, and this is what it looks like now. I sent this to someone, and you know what they said? They said your sink was white. They didn't even know. They had no idea. They didn't even know what color my sink was. And so, yeah, so I cleaned up my whole kitchen, and basically for the first 10 days of my suspension, I probably spent 5 hours on the computer total across all those 10 days. Like, so like back in the day, you guys, this is like way before anybody, I was making content like on the internet, because it was like in 2004, 2002, right? I used to spend 8 hours playing video games. I used to spend 8 hours being outside, active, physical, running around, doing crazy shit. And I used to spend 8 hours sleeping, right? Like, that was my life. And I would be outside, like, building forts, like, going out into the woods, like, doing stuff all the time. And, like, then, World of Warcraft came out. And, at that point, that 8 hours turned into 16 hours. And the 8 hours from going outside turned into 0. And so, it was really good, because, like, I've been exercising and, like, you know, doing all this stuff. I've been physically active probably, like, 4 or 6 hours a day. And I feel great. I do. I really feel great. It feels awesome. Like, I've been totally relaxed. Everything's been good. So, yeah. And honestly, you know, there's a lot of shit that so I've been really debating, do I react to my own apology video or not, right? And it's like, it would be really fucking funny if I did that, right? But we'll see what happens, right? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll probably just paraphrase a lot of things. But there were a lot of things, it would really be funny, right? But anyway, so there were a lot of things that I was going to talk about, and like things that I kind of saved for stream, right? Because like I didn't really want to go over everything. But I'll go through some of the stuff that I did at my house. And so like I got banned, and like I'm like sitting there like in Oblivion or like a Fallout in PC, and I'm like I didn't know what to do. I'm like, what do I do with my time? What, like, now I'm not streaming, like what do I do with 8 hours or 10 hours of my day? And so yes, I'm back from the Shadow Realm, exactly. And so I'm sitting there and I don't really know what the fuck to do with myself. And then, do you feel better in a cleaner house? There was a lot more mold in the house than I thought there was. There really was a lot of mold. I had no idea. Yes. So the point is that, I went through and I was like, okay, well, what else am I gonna do, right? And, anyway, so I was like, all right, fuck it. I guess I'm gonna clean up my house. I don't have anything else to do. I might as well do that. And so, please hire professionals for the mold. So, I will So I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I don't have a high enough item level to fully clean my house. So I'm gonna need to bring in professionals to do like cleaning of like down here because I simply don't have the tools for it, right? There are like professional grade tools. They usually use these on houses where like people die in them and then like the corpse rots into the sofa. And so they have to bring in people in hazmat suits. So we'll probably have to do something like that. But otherwise, yeah, I will have to do that. But that's beside the point. I will do that, but other than that, I wanted to clean it all up myself because it was primarily my mess that I created. If I have a maid service come in and clean up my house, you know, I didn't really do anything. And I was like, I need to do this for myself because like getting banned and like, so this is the first one, right? So like I cleaned up my whole kitchen and everything. Like I swear to God, like I spent, I'm not even kidding you, 6 hours going through mail. Like this fucking thing I bought at Office Max, this entire fucking thing is so, because I was going through mail for like 4 years. Like this is like, you know, bank statements from 2020. You know, I cleaned up my my bedroom too. So like like the only thing that I have left, I thought it would be a good meme. I didn't do a lot of this on stream because I was like, this is like, it's stupid. Like, I'm not gonna like clean everything up on stream for content. Like, this is like my life. I'm trying to fix my life, right? But I will clean out my closet on stream because I have so much stuff in there. And I was like, okay, this is like easy and I can just put it there. I'll probably do that in a few days. I've got a lot of other things to do, like in the next 4 or 5 days. And so like, I want to make sure I'm getting through all of that. Yeah, exactly, right? Because, you know, yeah, Slim Shady, right? And so I thought it would be funny. And so anyway, I cleaned that up. This was my living room. That's right. Yep. And I cleaned the entire fucking thing. And all of this, by the way, like, for example, like, these are plates that my mom bought for Cody. Cody hasn't been able to pick them up yet. And so they've just been sitting here for, like, really a couple of years. These are boxes for, like, unboxing on stream. This is a box for, like, Imaru. And, like, this is some other box. Like, so and these are, I'm giving this stuff away to, like, Salvation Army or something like that. And so, like, a lot of the things that you still see here are just, like, in transit. But, like, everything, for all intents and purposes, is clean, right? Like, everything's done. Like, I'll vacuum it eventually, right? But otherwise, it's pretty much done. So, yeah. So, the day that I got banned, I was driving home to get, I probably shouldn't say this, but I was checking my phone and driving, and I saw on Discord, somebody said, oh, I saw the suspension. I was like, and I remember thinking, like, oh, I got suspended. And you know what I fucking felt like? I felt like Frodo at the end of Lord of the Rings. Whenever the ring's destroyed, I'm like, fine, it's over, right? Like, I'm fucking released. And so, I did, I'm free. Yes, it's done. And so anyway, so I'm doing that and I like come back and it's like a 14-day suspension. I'm like, okay, whatever, right? And so then I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to think about like what I really want to do, etc. But I was going to stream that day because that was the day that like, I think the New World thing came out and I was like, I guess I'll play this and fuck around with it. But, you know, that didn't happen. And so, yeah. And I feel like after, like, pretty much, like, after my mom passed away, I spent, like, 3 years just kind of distracting myself in different ways. And I had so many things going on that I could never really take a break and, like, really, like, kind of, like, because you guys remember, like, back in the day, like, for anybody who's, like, an old viewer, right, old viewer, you would remember how, like, the stream would go like this, right? It would be, like, everything is like, it's going like this, and then I take a break, and then it goes back up, and then I take a break, and then it goes back up, right? Because I'm the kind of person, I'm a very socially maladjusted person. And because I'm such a socially maladjusted person, whenever I'm around people for long enough, I basically turn into the worst version of myself possible. And I've been spending 3 years devolving into that. And I the reason I put out the video and the apology is like, yeah, obviously, like, you know, bad vocabulary, shouldn't have said what I said about the Palestine thing. It was a bad way to say it, right? I mean, not in a way like, obviously, like, terrorists are bad, but to say everybody there is a terrorist, everybody there is bad, that's just, you shouldn't say that. It's a wrong thing to say. And the truth is that, like, if you read the TOS, the way I said, it's bad phrasing. Yeah, it was bad phrasing. You read the TOS, I broke the TOS, I got suspended. That's fair. It is, it's fair. It's generalizing. No, it's generalizing. And the funny thing is I've spoken against that many times. I did it myself. And thank God I did that, because it gave me a chance to actually sit down and think about, what am I doing with my fucking life? What the fuck am I doing? And so I sit there and I'm thinking about myself, don't be a coward. No, the thing is, like, so people, a lot of people said that, and I saw this comment a lot, but I didn't really read, like, a lot of my YouTube videos, etc. I really actually don't read, like, 90% of them. 90% of the comments, but I did read a few of the comments. People are like, oh, Asmon bent the knee, right? The funny thing about this is that this is the way that I see it, right? Is that I think this is the first time that I didn't bend the knee. Because I feel like there have been a lot of circumstances in the past, like, year, 2 years, where I have let my ego, I have let my, you know, my desire to be, like, you know, right, or, like, I've let kind of like a negative impulse or something like that. I've let all of those things kind of take control of me. And in the process of, like, letting those things take control of me, I've fucked my own life up, basically. And so, I think this is the first time that I actually did, you know, take a step back and think about, like, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my time? And why am I doing that? And so I think that, in fact, it's the opposite. This is the first time I didn't do that. And allowing yourself to be wrong is liberating. Yeah. And it's not really just about, like, that one thing. Like, there's been a lot of things, and, like, so, like, I'll give, like, some examples of stuff, right? Like, when I put out the thing about that girl winning the Streamer of the Year thing, I think her name was Rivers, I was totally an asshole about that. I was completely wrong. I was a massive dickhead. I should have never said that, right? And, like, that was one of the things, right? It was, because I should have never said that. I was being a dick. And there was that. There was, no, it was. And if you look back, I was. And the other one was fruit. So she, like, put out this thing, and, like, people were saying that, like, she cheated on her husband, and I put that out there, and I didn't do enough checking on it. Somebody reached out to me, told me it was wrong. I deleted the video, but at the end of the day, I put out content that negatively affected other people. That was, and I have no problem negatively affecting other people. That's fine, but not if I'm fucking wrong. Not if I'm fucking, like, sure, that's fine, but I need to be right about it, you know? And so there's things like that. And then there's also, like, other minor things, right? Like, for example, like Moon. I was way too much of a dick about the Moon thing. I was. And yes, Moon is a high roader, and it's annoying, right? But at the same time, I did not need to go that hard. I did not need to be that big of an asshole. And I'm just being a dick. Just being a fucking asshole. And at the end of the day, if I'm not checking that and taking, like, a degree of accountability for that, then what's going to happen is it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And it did. It did. Thank God. And so, yes, that's what it was. But it was funny. But the thing is that, like, it's about tone. And it's about tone, and it's about vibes. I think that I can make fun of people and have it be a little bit less mean-spirited. I'm not going to stop making fun of people. You think I'm going to stop making fun of? No, absolutely fucking not. No. But, like, try to have a little bit more fun with it. So, like, what's going to be different? Basically, whenever I made that video, one of the other things that I was kind of sorry for is, like, I feel like my stream, like, for example, like, if you look at, for example, this is, like, my stream, okay? It's a circle. Imagine this is a circle. I feel like in, like, 2021 and 2020, like, this was my stream, where it was like a bunch of different things that I would do. And each different thing had like its own value. And now what I think has happened is that my stream has basically been like this, right? And so you have, it's a pizza. Yeah, it's basically a pizza, and it's a cheese pizza with no pepperonis on it, which is bad, by the way. Those are bad. And so anyway, what ended up happening is, you know, I pretty much focused only on like doing like one type of content, and I stopped doing other things that were beyond that, right? I stopped doing like my PO box streams. Like, I have so much PO box shit to go over. Oh my God, I have so much stuff to go over for the PO box. And so there's definitely that. There's Cyberpunk. Well, it's not, and the thing is that it's not just games. It's not. So what my plan is I want to like kind of shift like 20% of my content to being that 20% of content that like back in the day was the stuff that people really enjoyed. Right? Whether it's like PC rating competitions, or whether it's like, you know, like we've got plans, we're going to be doing a Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero tournament. I've been talking to some of my mods about it, etc. And also, by the way, oh, and we're not, there's not going to be any topics that I'm going to be like avoiding, okay? Keep this in mind. It's not like I'm not going to talk about certain things, or I'm going to avoid certain things now, or anything like that. It's a matter of tone and direction. Why would I do that? Like, it's, yeah, that's not going to happen. But it's a matter of, like, proportion and degree, tone, style, and vibes, right? I think that's what it is more than anything. And we're going to do, I'm going to do a stream. It's going to be a competition. Recently, some kid killed himself because of an AI. And so I thought it would be a pretty fun competition for me to use each different type of AI, like language model, and then talk to it long enough and see which one can tell me to kill myself the first. You know, I think that'll be pretty fun. How about that? Yeah, so we're gonna do that. That's exciting. I wanted to do like a mining stream. I know it sounds weird, right? But like I was gonna go out to like, you know, a place where you can like mine like crystals and emeralds and like, or not emeralds, but like crystals and minerals, and then take the ones that we're able to find and then give them out to people in chat. I think that'd be a really cool thing to do. Like, it's just like cool streams like that. Just like cool, interesting, like different things to do, right? I have like a mining kit and everything. In real life, yeah, so real life Minecraft, exactly. And so like the plan really for me now is like, I don't want to change a whole lot, but I do want to change a little bit. And I think that that little bit will make a really big ripple effect, and it will change a lot of things too. How about steak and eggs? I recorded an episode yesterday. Yeah, I'm still doing the podcast. It's not a big deal. So that's been where I've been at. That's what I'm thinking. And that's it.